The Anaheim housing market has had a very strong autumn with price climbs through October and November, a trend we usually don't see this time of year. However, digging into the data a little further, we see indications of significant price declines ahead. And we're about to dig into the data together on this week's Anaheim Real Estate Roundup for December 11th, 2024, brought to you by Blueprint. If you're looking to buy a home in Orange County, you'll soon see that most realtors require an exclusive agreement that entitles them to 2.5% of whatever you're offering the seller. At Blueprint, we don't do exclusive agreements, and our agent fee is 60% lower than the competition. Learn more at www.buywithblueprint.com. Now let's get into the data. And right now we're looking at the latest weekly print from Redfin for the Anaheim metro market. And as you can see, the median sale price of a home in Anaheim has been slowly climbing since the beginning of October. This is something we don't see this time of year. Usually prices peak in July, maybe August, and then start to decline as the fall wears on. Whereas right now, the median sale price of a home in Anaheim has climbed all the way to $1.183 million. However, you have to keep in mind that median sale price is somewhat dated data. These are properties that went into contract about a month ago, and I've just completed the escrow process this week. For more current data, we look at list prices. Now we're looking at the median price of a new listing in Anaheim, and as you can see, this metric has been plummeting since October. In October, the median new list price of a home in Anaheim was $1.212 million, and that's fallen all the way to $1.111 million. Now, this is significant for three reasons. Firstly, median list price is south of median sale price. That is uncommon, and it's significant. Secondly, like I said, list price is a more current metric than sale price. A home's sale price reflects what homes were selling for a month ago. List price reflects what homes are being listed for today. So the fact that homes are being listed today at a median of $100,000 less than 2 months ago indicates where the market has gone in the past couple of weeks. And in Anaheim, that's south. And then thirdly, list price is a barometer of where agents think the market is headed. Obviously, sellers ultimately decide what they want to list their homes at, but the role of an agent is to help a seller decide the best price for the current market. And agents use what's happening on the ground around them to determine what the market is right now. So when you see list price dropping off precipitously like this, it suggests that agents are worried. So even though prices have been climbing in Anaheim for the last 2 months, something has been going on, especially in the last few weeks, to worry agents. And that's why I think we're going to be seeing some price declines ahead for the Anaheim market. Now let's take a look at inventory. Now we're looking at new listing data, and as you can see, new listings are falling off, as is usual and expected for this time of year. This week we saw 328 new listings on the Anaheim market. That's almost exactly where we were this time last year and the year before. Now we're looking at the number of homes sold each week on the Anaheim market, and as you can see, we had a big drop this week from 426 homes sold last week to 387 homes sold this week. Now, this big drop off is most likely, or I should say, largely due to the shortened Thanksgiving holiday week. Escrow offices are closed on Thursday and Friday. There's just fewer days to close transactions. However, this isn't entirely unexpected. As you can see, the trend until this week was an increase in homes sold per week in Anaheim. But we see something else when we look at pending sales. Now we're looking at pending sales on a weekly basis. And as you can see, this metric has been declining since October. Once again, we have a situation where one metric is a little more dated than the other. So homes sold reflects homes that went into contract about a month ago, whereas pending sales reflect homes that went into contract this week. So whereas homes sold has been growing for the past couple of weeks, pending sales has been falling for the last couple of weeks. What that tells us is that we should start to see homes sold declining as a metric. And with fewer homes selling, i.e. exiting the market, you have more active inventory, which again is putting downward pressure on pricing. Now we're looking at active listings. This is how many listings are active on the market overall. And as you can see, this is also a plummeting metric. Right now, there are just 4,516 homes for sale on the Anaheim market. But what's What's pretty clear too is how much farther north we are of last year's metric. This time last year, we had about 3,700 homes for sale on the market. And keep in mind too that active listings is a metric just of how many listings there are. This doesn't take into account how many buyers are pursuing those listings. For that, we look at weeks of supply. And when we look at weeks of supply, we see something kind of interesting that actually explains the pricing trend we witnessed before. Weeks of supply actually decreased through October and November before ticking up this week. What this means is, and this is something we typically don't see this time of year, is that buyers in Anaheim actually came to market in October and November. They ate up the homes that were being listed, such that supply, measured in weeks of supply, decreased. Hopefully, now that we've turned the bend, so to speak, supply numbers will increase as they tend to do this time of year. There tend to be more buyers than sellers this time of year, and we'll start to see the price declines anticipated by the median new listing price metric. It's kind of exciting. What's going to happen? To find out, subscribe here and stay tuned for next week's Anaheim Real Estate Roundup.